Welcome to the Kieser quiz for Unit 4. Here are your classmates that are going to do a fabulous job in taking this Kieser quiz. Sound better? Most people in there? Okay, here we go. First question, true or false? God the Father testified of Christ's deity when he spoke from heaven at Jesus' baptism. Go. Diane. That is true. True or false? Misunderstanding is a common theme in the Gospel of John, which is seen in the disciples, the people, and the Jewish leaders. Go. Trinity. True. That is also true. True or false? The Jewish rulers rejected Jesus as their Messiah because they were ignorant of the scriptures that prophesied about his coming. Go. Cheyenne. That is true. You can taste the candy already. Number 4. I gave you the whole class period to study yesterday.
I know, it's just...
True or false? The Feast of Tabernacles celebrated the time of planting grain. Go. Diane? False. That is false. True or false? The other gospel accounts record all the same stories as the Gospel of John. Go. False. That's false.
Finally! Get on board. It's the same score as last night.
I cheated, but true or false? The other gospel accounts record all this. No, I just said that one. You want to do it again, Caleb? And get another point now. True or false? The Feast of Tabernacles was a 12-day celebration. Go. Say that. Oh. Someone else. Oh, yeah, no. It wasn't locked? Oh. Sorry. Let's move you back to that side. No.
Let's let Cheyenne get all the points for everything.
We'll see how this goes. Okay, next question. Most of the events in the Gospel of John take place during the last third of Jesus' ministry. Go. Trinity. True. That is true. Next question. True or false? The people were astonished that Jesus spoke as a highly educated man, even though he had never studied under a rabbi. Go. Diane. True. That is true. True or false? The Feast of Tabernacles was also called the Feast of Tents. Go. Cheyenne. False. That is false.
Oh, yeah.
Next question. Who did the CCS girls basketball team defeat last night? Go.
I should know this.
Kyle. Hartland.
Yeah.
True or false? It's not on the test, unfortunately, but you know.
That's the
True or false? The people who witnessed the feeding of the 5,000 were more concerned with seeing Jesus perform miracles than they were with his spiritual message. Go. Malin. True. That's true.
dang.
True or false? I think. No. Name a witness to Jesus' deity. Go. Diane.
His words.
Right.
It's like one of the 40.
You're close. Tell me the word again.
His words or the Bible.
Well, the Bible wasn't written yet. That is not one of the ones listed here. There's a word close to that, but not his words. Yes.
The Father.
The Father is one. Name another. Go.
John the Baptist.
John the Baptist was one. Name another. Go. Trinity.
Christ's own works.
Christ's works. Yes, Christ's works. Yeah. And name another. Go. Yes. We're, did we already say that?
Yeah, it is.
Now, I'm gonna say something a little bit different than what you said, the scriptures, which would be the Old Testament, right, not the New Testament. New Testament wasn't written. Scriptures. Okay, next question. Which word or what word means to make alive? Go, Diane. Okay, very good. So a text somewhere. Next question. To which Old Testament figure did the people compare Jesus after the feeding of the 5,000? Go. Diane.
Moses.
Moses. Next question. What did the people want to do with Jesus immediately following the feeding of the 5,000? Go. Trinity.
Make him king.
Make him king.
So literally just between China at this point.
Yeah, but we're done.
Well, they're going to get all
Hey, I know. Yeah, you know,
Hey,
eventually
Caleb.
he has a one set.
Next question. Near what city did the feeding of the 5,000 take place? No? Anna.
I'm decided I can.
Near Capernaum. Yeah. That's where the feeding of the 5,000 took place. That's not the synagogue. Not a synagogue. It was near Capernaum. The next day he was in the synagogue at Capernaum. But you would have gotten it right. Next question. What team are both of our basketball teams playing tonight? Go. Kyle. College View.
Lincoln.
Next question. How many of Jesus' miracles are recorded in the Gospel of John? Go. I was hoping more people would stand up. Shauna. 7. On what did the final ceremony of the Feast of Tabernacles focus? Go. Diane.
They were like asking for rain.
I'm going to accept that. It's water, more general answer, but yeah, that was part of it was asking for rain, but it was the water pouring. So the water is the focus.
We're tired.
Rain's part of it. Next question. How did that happen? With what or whom did Jesus compare himself in his bread of life discourse? Go. Diane. Be more specific. Trinity? Manna. In the Gospel of John, God calls people to himself through what? No? Yes. Preaching of the word. Yep. Name one characteristic of the true bread. Go. Diane.
It gives life.
It gives life. Name another. Go. Diane.
It's a person.
Say no.
Or it is. It's a person. And name another. Go. Let me give you a hint. Jesus says that anyone who eats of this bread will never be hungry again. Yes.
Satisfied.
It satisfies. Next question. The Jews had a hard time accepting Jesus in part because of where he was raised. In what town was Jesus raised? Go. Diane. Trinity? Nazareth. Next question. When Jesus walked on the water toward his disciples, he said, "It is I." What is the literal meaning of those words? Go. Diane. Yeah, I am. I am, yeah. And Yahweh. Thank you. Name one of the teams in this year's Super Bowl. Go. Mateo.
Oh, Mateo.
Yeah, what? Tampa Bay. There you go. Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Who was the only person that won't be the winning team, of course, but they are a team, and they have the quarterback's okay. As you guys had said.
I was died or no.
He died.
Much to my chagrin, he's in
Jackie
the,
said that. No.
he is in the conversation to be the goat. I do not like that, but it's
Why can't he be like sheep?
you know what those
You know what
words.
Yeah, Crystal. What sheep?
Yeah, I like goats. I like goats. Okay, next question. Who was the only person to speak in Jesus' defense when the Pharisees confronted him? No.
On a tape, we can't do it.
Marissa. Nicodemus. That was like those little.
She stood up and
What's
was
a
like,
whack-a-mole? Yeah, it's like a whack-a-mole. Okay. Next question. Why did Jesus send the disciples to cross the Sea of Galilee knowing they would encounter a terrible storm? Go. Anna.
Show them that he can do anything, or like, or he can do is like test them. Come on.
I had to go with your first answer, which isn't a bad answer, it just isn't the answer that I'm looking for. Over here.
You sent them across the water because God was going to walk on the water and calm
Yes, that's true, but that's not the answer to the question. I'll read the question again. Why did Jesus send the disciples to cross the Sea of Galilee knowing they would encounter a terrible storm? Why would he allow that to happen? Now, your book says it was to test their faith. I prefer to grow their faith, right? Because test sounds like he's like, I'm going to test you and see. Okay? I think that's more accurate than Jesus.
the show is on.
Okay, next question. Where did Jesus give the bread of life discourse? Go. Diane? The synagogue in Capernaum. Who said it? So here's a quote. Tell me who said it. Leave here and go to Judea that your disciples may see the works that you do. Go. Yes. We're here. Y'all are going to have to look that one up. Remember to look that one up. Next question. Who said it? Lord, to whom shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. Go. Ready? Peter. Who said it? Does our law judge a man without first giving him a hearing and learning what he does? Go. Nicodemus. Who said it? Sir, give us this bread always. Go. The Jews. The Jewish people. Yeah, not the Jews. Not the Jews, the leadership, right? But the Jewish people. Next question. Who said it? There is a boy here with 5 barley loaves and 2 fish, but what are they for so many? Go. And Andrew. No. You knew it?
Yeah.
Like Savvy and also. Dad,
She's on
went
your.
to the wrong person.
Oh, my bad.
Have you been doing that the whole time?
No.
Oh, something.
Next question. Who said it? This is a hard saying. Who can listen to it? Go. Yes. Think about what happened right after Jesus. Right after Jesus gave this hard teaching about eating my flesh and drinking my blood. Think about what happened, and then that will help you remember who it is. This is a hard saying. Who can listen to it?
I don't know.
Nobody?
Is it the Pharisees?
Okay, I am going to give you this one because it's a little confusing. So Jesus is giving this difficult teaching on if you want to be my disciple, you have to eat my flesh and drink my blood. And he was giving it to those people who were his disciples. They were following him, not the 12, not the disciples. And many of the disciples turned back and stopped following him. So the people that said this are the disciples generally, not the 12, but followers of Jesus. People that were interested in him. Said that. Got it? To what camp is one of our mission trips going?
Calvin Crest.
Calvin Crest. Next question. Give one reason why the feeding of the 5,000 was important enough to be recorded in all 4 Gospels. Go. That is true, but that's not one of the reasons. Because not overlooked. Yes.
It's also said he can still provide for us today.
That's true, but not one of the ones. Cheyenne?
Just like God.
Anybody? Okay, you need to look that one up too. You need to know those. There are 3 of them. There are 3 answers. So I'm not going to do a give another and give another. You need to look those up. You need to know. You don't learn anything when you're force fed answers. According to John 7:1, why did Jesus choose to spend time in Galilee rather than Judea? Go. Diane?
Preach.
Nope. Anybody over here? Say it again? Yeah, because the opposition was wrong. Kill him is maybe a little strong, but I wrote that here. The opposition of the Pharisees was growing, and they wanted to kill him. So yeah, but in your answer, because I believe that's a short answer, maybe you need to mention the Pharisees. So the opposition of the Pharisees was growing, and they wanted to kill him. Okay, the people didn't want to kill him. The Pharisees did. What word did Jesus use when he told his brothers, "It's not time for me to go to the feast"? What is that word for time? Go.
Kairos.
Kairos, yes. Kairos. Listen, you're also going to need to know why or what's the significance of that word. What's the meaning of that word? How is that word different than the word war? Does that make sense? You're going to need to be able to do that. And then I'll come back to that. What was Peter's answer when Jesus asked if the 12 were going to leave him also? Go.
Where else are we to go?
Yeah, Lord, where are we going to go? You have the words of Lord, shall we go? You have the words of eternal life. You're also going to need to know how to explain the significance of that. Why is that significant? And then last question. Really close. Who is the Husker men's basketball coach? Go.
What's red?
That's Fred Hoiberg.
Wow.
Okay, 2 more things I'm going to tell you is one question is why is the Feast of Tabernacles called that? Any ideas on why the Feast of Tabernacles is called that? Then you need to find that out. And here is your essay. You know what? I'm going to read you the actual essay question because that's a summary of it.
It's not a makeup.
I know. I'm out of the water. That's rude. Now there's your makeup. You're a pickle. Isaac.
Are you TikTok?
Isaac.
Oh God,
I'm traumatized.
in the winter.
Okay, you can sit down.
Okay.
You can camp. And you're in charge of making sure I don't forget you.
Got it. Oh yeah, we were dancing like crazy.
Okay, eyes and ears up here so you can get an understanding of what's on your test. It's a 60-point test. You have 10 true false. You have 1 extra credit. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 12, 13, 14, 15. You have 15. You have 15 multiple choice. You have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 matching. Who said it? Matching. And then you have a bunch of short answers. So here's what you need to know for short answer. You need to list 2 reasons why the feeding of the 5,000 is important enough to be included in all 4 Gospels. You need to know what Peter's answer was to Jesus' question, are you going to leave me also? And then what was the significance of that answer? Why was that? What was Peter recognizing? And then according to John 7:1, and all you have to do is go to John 7:1 to find out the answer, why did Jesus choose to spend time in Galilee rather than in Judea? And then the next short answer is, why did Jesus use the word kairos when telling his brothers it was not time for him to go to the Feast of Tabernacles? So how is that different than the hour, when Jesus talks about the hour, which is Torah? And then the last short answer is, why was the Jewish celebration given the name of the Feast of Tabernacles? Be sure to include the event the Jews were remembering at the feast. And then here's your essay question. Jesus' words about living water in John 7 are closely linked to the Feast of Tabernacles. Explain the significance of Jesus' words and how they relate to the feast. How has Jesus been living water in your own life? So I want you to tell me about that final ceremony, right? I want you to tell me about that ceremony, that daily ceremony, and then final ceremony of water pouring. I want you to tell me about what that's commemorating, water from the rock, in the wandering of the desert, and it's looking forward to Messiah, and Jesus is saying that he is fulfilling this right, that he is the Messiah who brings living water, who provides living water. So I want all of that as part of your essay. Here's the thing. If you don't look up the ones that none of you knew, or at least none of you said that you knew, you will not do well on this test. Because the majority of the points here are in those short answers and in that essay. So you need to look up those answers that you didn't know, and make sure that you've got that study guide completely filled out. Okay?
Mm-hmm.
That's tomorrow. And winning team and Mary, come get candy.
I'm stuck.
Say goodbye.
Bye.
Bye.
Adios.